Hey everyone, I want to make this clip here to show you what goes into making a Chevron style board. First is I have to clamp up normal board but at a slant so I can cross cut it at an angle later. And then from there, after cross cutting, I rotate the pieces opposite of each other and add in some more maple strips. It gives it that kind of closed off pattern there. Important to dry fit at this point. Make sure you know what you want when you go to your glue up station. Glue up, you see there I have a tray of glue, I have a roller. When I'm gluing up this many pieces, especially at the same height, makes it really easy. I have a lot of the maple strips there, along with all of my cross-cut board pieces. I'm going to be weaving them in together just like I practiced in the dry fit. It's really important that you get all the coverage from the edges there, so that way you don't have any gaps on the board and it has a good amount of strength. This is all Titebond 3 glue, which allows for about a 10 to 15 minute open time. So it's important to move quick, which is why dry fitting is so important. And then from there, I can alternate putting them in, start lining them up. Obviously, you got to do kind of some initial lining of the pieces and then finish up as you're starting to tighten down. The clamps I'm using there are 4-way clamps, so it clamps them from over the top, so there's pressure from the top, the bottom, and both sides. Really helps keep the boards a lot level. These are from Rockler, great clamps. Use them in a lot of my board pieces. From there, moved on to the drum sander, taking off small bit, millimeter at a time maybe. Goes through multiple pieces, just a small portion of what I've done. After the drum sander, moving on to the orbital hand sander, and this is where I'll also, if there's a little bit of a small gap or something like that, use glue to fill it in and have color matched section there. So moving through the grits, you're going from 80 to 120 to 180 all the way up to 220. Typically stop at 220 there. Always blowing off in between, changing the pads. A lot of sanding when it comes to these boards. Went through battery there. And just continuing on. The last step, when I'm at that 220, I ease the edges a little bit. It's just kind of round them over with the sandpaper a little bit so they're not so rough along with that. And then this is the real satisfying part. That oil hits it and soaks into the wood. Really gives it that deep color. So you can see the bloodwood, purple heart, mahogany, maple all standing out there. So thanks.